Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MJ Visuals, and I'm back with another poll video for the American presidential election. So, we're stepping into September, some great news. The polls in some states are shifting back again in favor of Trump, but the national popular vote seems to be in favor of Harris. Recently, the known Nostradamus or Alan Lichtman's prediction says Harris is surging in American presidential election. But let's see what the polls say and how the exit polls would be shaped like. So starting from the West Coast, Washington, good Democratic state. Oregon is one to be seen. So in the state of Oregon, you can look at some polls. In Oregon, Harris is leading by 5 in Biden 11, Biden 12. So figuratively, it's clear that Biden was a better candidate in the state of Oregon as a matter of Biden versus Harris. So Harris is currently leading by 14 as per Jackson Jude map. So cannot say that much. So we'll be putting an intermediate label. Harris will be carrying Oregon with a likely margin. The California, the home state of the presidential candidate, will be obviously a solid blue. Coming to the state of Arizona, I've selected Trump, so you can have a guess of it. That Trump, as per Jackson Jude map, is 0.84 is the consolidated report. But if we see at the latest polls in the state of Arizona, the last state to join the Union of the United States after Hawaii. So that's an extra information, not to worry about that. Trump 2, Trump 2, Trump 5, and rest everything is even. So pretty much good to say that Arizona is going Trump, and I think it's a lean Republican state. Not to think about Utah, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, all parts of this except the second commercial district, Kansas, uh, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, then Indiana, West Virginia, South Carolina, and Alaska as well. So currently, let's look at this weird-shaped state of Nevada with 6 electoral votes. Previous elections, it's been very interesting to see Nevada. In 2020, Biden carried by 2.4. 2016, well, again Clinton carried by 2.4. In 2012, Obama carried by 6.7, then 12.5. So it's been shrinking 6 2008, 12 to 9 to 6 to 4, and this time it's pretty much shrinking as well, or even it's even facing for Trump this time, according to 538 projections consolidated reports, which we'll see now. Harris is leading by just a margin of 0.28, but if it's the same matter in the polls as well. In the state of Nevada, the polls show that um, okay, two polls are even. One is Harris, one is again Harris, and one is Trump. So the largest poll size is of the Emerson College, which says Harris up by 1. So it's pretty much decisive in Nevada now. It's every battleground state is now coming even closer. But due to the previous polls, where Trump was surging, I think it's a good probability that Nevada will be red again. So Nevada is a tilt Republican state. Coming on to the state of Texas, pretty interesting history as well. In past elections in Texas, 2020, Texas was won by Trump 5.6. Then 2016, 9 points. Okay, much better. Romney won it by 15.8. So it's decreasing year by year. So well, pretty much good to say that. Okay, let's see at some polls also in Texas. Polls must be obviously a little bit too much for Trump to, win this massive state with 40 electoral votes almost. Okay, Trump is good, leading by 6.1, so no need to worry about it. It's a likely Republican state. Among the two states of Colorado and New Mexico, along with Hawaii, where the polls will be looked at upon right now. 2020 was a year where both of these states were carried in double-digit margins, but the current 538 projections, according to the consolidated reports, say Harris up by 8.9 and Colorado Harris up by 12. Pretty much good to say. In future, maybe it would more decrease. So one step lower for each of these two states. Meanwhile, Hawaii is a good state for Democrats. No need to worry about that here. In the state of Illinois, no need to worry. Again, a very good state in terms of poll numbers. Minnesota, one state to watch out for is Minnesota with 6.5 is what Harris is leading with. Maybe it could come down more closer in future, but in past elections, Biden carried by 7.1 in 2020. In 2016, Clinton was way on the verge to lose the state as well, and Trump's number could get up to 316. In 2012, well, it was Obama's state by 7.7. Even the best candidate of Democrats like Obama couldn't carry it by, good significant margin of double digits. So it's difficult to say that it even would resist a change from Democrats. So Harris is leading in Minnesota by all accounts. So in Iowa, Obama state in 2012, and with the course of time, 2020 Trump state I 8.2. So significant growth and significant drop for the state for Democratic and Republican parties. In the second congressional district of Nebraska, which has been pretty interesting as well. Currently, 538 projections say that this little tiny second congressional district is going to Harris by 5 points, 5 percentage points. Fair enough to say that it may come down again closer in future. So very tilt Democratic part congressional district. Wisconsin, we'll talk about that later. Ohio, 17 electoral votes, obviously favoring Trump. 9 points is what is the current projection for him. And Poly Market, Ohio is a very good state for GOP. Coming on to the past elections in Ohio, 2020, Ohio was carried by Trump 8 points. Now it's 9, so significant one up. 2016 was even better, 8.1. Not a thing to be happy about, but Obama carried by 3 in 2012 and 4.6 in 2008. Then Rob Bush carried by 2.1, so it's been T3 in 2008 to 2016 phases, but after 2016 was a good Republican state, so can't say it's a likely one. Coming in the state of Florida, heartbreak for all in 2000 elections. Yeah, you can see those 0.009%. That was the decider of the elections. Anyways, in 2020, Trump carried by 3.4. 2016, even close. Trump was about to lose these 29 electoral votes. With that offhand, he would stand with the presidency, but was a major setback. So this South state, 30 electoral votes, is obviously going Trump. In the state of Virginia, now we'll be skipping the battlegrounds for a little bit of time. It will be more nice to play with. In the state of Virginia, Clinton carried by 5.3 in 16 and Biden by 10. So double digit was nearly just on the verge of going below double digits. But currently, as with the 538 projections, Harris is currently leading by 7.1. If we look at a poll in the state of Virginia, it's all based on the 538 averages. Like a morning consult says Harris up by 10 points. It's fair enough to say it would be blue, no doubt. Swinging from right to left. I think a good Democrat or a likely Democrat would be good. Then District of Columbia has 3 electoral votes. Maryland add on 10. Delaware 3. New York good. A solidified Democratic state 28 add. Massachusetts, then Connecticut, then Vermont. No doubt in Vermont. Sorry for that. Then Maine's first congressional district as well. Harris is surging there. These 3 states in the east have been good for Harris till now. Delaware 17, Vermont 34, then New Jersey 14 right now, New Hampshire 5.6, and Rhode Island 19. So no doubt, Rhode Island and New Jersey going safe blues, but New Hampshire would be a lean Democratic state. In the first congressional district of Maine, Trump's leading, and that's what we need to have. 7.3, fair enough to say. And coming down to the five, okay, okay, I've got it. Okay, I thought I have it. Okay, never mind. Five states which will be deciding the presidency. Till now, just a matter of 10 votes, which is separating them apart. So Trump is ahead of 10 votes, and right now he just needs Pennsylvania, Georgia, just Pennsylvania and Georgia to win specifically. Okay, so the state of Wisconsin we'll start with. State of Wisconsin has been dicey as well. Currently, Harris up by 1.8. Past elections were Biden 0.63, 2016 0.76, 2012 6.9 for Obama, then 13.9 for Obama. 2004 Kerry was 3.8. So pretty democratic before 2012, but currently is surging for Wisconsin. It could come down even more, 6.3 it could, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a tilt Republican state. Coming on the state of Michigan, obviously a lot of poll and number of blue, so fair enough to say it's Biden up by 2.8 in 2020 elections. 538 projections consolidated report says 1.5 is what Harris is leading with right now. It could also flip, but have 1.8 is a significant ones to let us decide it would be a tilt a Democratic state. Coming on the state of Pennsylvania, with 19 electoral votes, Trump at 246. He would need one more state out of these two, even with Pennsylvania to surge the elections. In the state of Pennsylvania, Harris is at 0. So the race is currently tied. But let's see the previous election that will be the decider in this match. Biden up by 1.2. Then Trump carried it by 0.7 point percentage. Then Obama by 5.4. So Pennsylvania can be the heartbreak of elections this November. So, but yeah, polls can favor and the assassination deadline for sure. That thing I've been uh, saying for like quite a while from now. Okay, so two states left, Georgia and North Carolina, deciders of the election. Georgia, a recent school shooting, so my condolences to Georgia and the ones who were affected by that. And 2020, Biden carried by 0.24. That was the smallest margin of victory in 2020 for any state, with a 538 projection say 0.56 up for Trump. Fair enough to say, it's a very tilt. 100% is very tilt. Uh, Republican state. For same would be followed by North Carolina as well. In North Carolina, we can demarcate as a lean state because the polls have been recently only shifting uh, against Trump before it was pro-Trump. So this is the map. How is it going to look like? Probably as of today, train this November. I think this is the map, and Trump is returning. This is what we have from the consensus polls, and I think exit polls are looking like this. So it's pretty obvious that this election is going to be the most decisive one after 2000. So let's watch out for November, and please keep watching my videos. I'll be updating you about every flip. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Thanks for watching.